I wish there were more fun way to learn about the Aztecs.
We can help you! Wow, really? The Aztec Empire occupied most of northern Mesoamerica, or current-day Mexico City, flourishing between 1345 and 1521 CE, where the Aztec warriors were able to dominate their neighboring states, to impose Aztec ideals and religion across Mexico. The Triple Alliance, composed of Texcoco, Tenochtitlan, and Tlacopan, came together to become the central power of the Aztec Empire, benefiting from the spoils of war in the form of tributes. Being a strong military-based society, people from conquered states were constantly flowing into the Aztec civilization, all being ruled by the Aztec Emperor. All people he conquered were forced to pay him tribute or heavy taxes in many forms, such as slaves, food, or gold. The emperor allowed local leaders to stay in their positions as long as they paid their tribute. The empire continued to expand as the adult men of the Aztec military supplied from the allied and conquered states, all while sweeping aside their rivals. Regular tributes were extracted, and captives were taken back to Tenochtitlan for ritual sacrifice. The Aztecs relied heavily on agriculture to maintain a steady economy, growing things such as beans, squash, and corn, also known as the Three Sisters. Chinampas, or floating gardens, increased the amount of space for food production in the Aztec Empire. The movement of the stars and planets were closely observed and provided specific timings for agricultural practices. The Aztec pantheon consisted of older Mesoamerican gods and specifically Mexican deities. The timing of worship for these deities were depicted on an array of calendars, such as the 260-day Aztec calendar, with days carrying names such as crocodile and wind. The sun was a very big part of the Aztec religion, for the reason that they believed the world went through a series of cosmic ages. This cosmic progression was represented on the sunstone, which depicts the 5 consecutive worlds of the sun. The principal gods were Huitzilopochtli, the war and sun god, and Tlaloc, the rain god, both occupying their own temple. The gods were honored with dancing, festivals, as well as human sacrifices. Both adults and children were sacrificed to metaphorically feed the gods to keep them happy to prevent natural disasters. Flowery wars were specifically undertaken to collect sacrificial victims. The Aztecs were also the first society that required education for all its children, without regard of gender or social status. The Aztecs also took part in herbalism, using the passion fruit to create a mild sedative. The economy in Aztec life was essentially driven by the marketplace, in which markets specialized in specific types of goods, such as jewelry, meats, or slaves.
Wow! The Aztecs sound like a really creative and complex society.